Hey, how is everyone today? About a year ago I did a video on installing some fans and a wireless thermometer on the interior of my RV absorption refrigerator. And to date that's my #1 video on YouTube. It's watched more often than any other video. Because the fans actually do help move air inside that box, and it aids in keeping it a little bit cooler with a little less effort. Now that addresses inside the box, but the rear of an absorption refrigerator generates quite a bit of heat. Now my refrigerator is installed right on the exterior wall and it vents through the roof. It generates heat, but it does have an easy way to escape because heat rises. Some of these newer RVs have the refrigerators installed in the slides, and that creates a little bit of a problem because it takes in air from the bottom and it pushes out air on the side of the sidewall. It does not go straight up, so the air actually has to curve in there, and some manufacturers even put fans in there. Usually what I've seen is little fans that don't do much. Titan has a product that I learned from a subscriber to my website called a multi-purpose rack fan. Now they make 3 different types of fan. An all-purpose one for like windows. They make a specific one for van refrigerators that come with specific clips for the grills on that. And then they make this multi-purpose one for everything else. It comes with clips that it can adapt to pretty much anything. It comes with a controller. It also has a thermostat on it that you can set that these will go on automatically if it reaches a certain temperature. So we're going to open this up, take a look and see what it's all about. Okay, so I've removed the packaging and it comes with some multi-purpose mounting hardware. Comes with some screws to use to mount that hardware. Comes with 2 fans that are connected with aluminum center points, and it also has aluminum on the edges. It is extremely solid, and it's got a pretty decent weight to it for 2 fans. It looks like it pulls 0.28 amps per fan, so you're looking at about ½ amp when this is running, which is fantastic for the RV. It's all pre-wired with plugs. The 2 fans are connected together to this one plug, so it looks like it's going to be a plug-and-play system. And then it comes with this control box. Now the control box looks like it has a thermostat wire, a 12-volt wire where you connect to your power source, and the plug wire where you connect to your fans. Now the box has auto and manual, so if you put it on auto, I'm going to assume it automatically comes on when the thermostat's activated, or you can put it to manual and manually control the speed with this manual knob. Now the first thing I notice is it definitely seems very well built. It's very solid. The second thing I noticed, it has 0 instructions. Now I don't read them anyway, but it would have been nice to have something to throw out. I'm going to take all this up on the roof. We're going to see how we're going to be able to mount it, and we'll go from there. So I'm on top of my rig now, and this is the refrigerator vent on my roof. If your refrigerator's in the slide-in, your vent will be on the side. Mine's on the roof. I'm going to take this off, and we'll see how we can mount this fan here. Okay. So you see it's pretty basic. This flange here I believe is how I'm going to mount the fan. And you can actually feel my refrigerator's on. You can actually feel heat coming up here. So we're going to mount the fan here to actually pull some of that heat out of here quickly. I'm going to run the wires from where I'm going to mount the controller inside. I'm going to run them up through here so we can connect to the fan. And I won't bore you with that. But once I run the wires, we'll be back and we'll see how we can mount the fan. I've run the wires. I've have the power wire up here and the thermostat wire. Now I've fished the thermostat wire over and I've placed it right between the fins, the cooling fins on the rear of the refrigerator. And the fan says it will go on at 77 degrees Fahrenheit, and the fans will run at a slow speed at 77 and then progressively get faster depending on the temperature up to 140 degrees, then the fans will be running at max. I'm going to put the brackets on the fan, and we'll see if we can mount it here somehow on this ridge. My idea is here like this, and that should pull the air out. Okay, so I've put the mounting bracket hardware on. I'm not going to need these pieces for this application, but the way I think it'll work is I'm going to put it in between here. I've extended these so it fits just inside the flange, and I'm going to put 4 screws in that'll hold this right here. The fan's facing so the air's coming up, and then I'll connect the wires and we should be done up here. Alright, so I've connected the power cable from the controller to the fans. I've taped it so any vibrations or anything, I'm sure it won't come loose. And I'm going to just feed the wire back down. We're going to place this in the center. I'll get a few screws and we're going to attach this, see what it looks like. So I get my glasses on. So I have it installed. I just used 4 self-tapping screws into the plastic flange. I'm going to tighten this up so they don't move. I had them loose while I was installing it. I'm going to go down, connect it to my power source, and then we'll see how they work. So I have the power connected down below. I have to do this quick. It's actually starting to rain on me, so I'm going to button this up here. The fans are on. They're blowing great. You can see that. They are whisper quiet. I mean, you literally cannot hear them. So that's fantastic. Let me close this up. We'll go down below. I'd like to show you how I did the wiring. The install's all completed. This is the utility area in my RV, and I actually installed the controller back in here. I'll bring the camera closer, we can take a look at it. Okay, we're looking at that inside the cabinet now. It's attached to the back wall. I have it on auto currently, which is the green light. If I was to move the switch to the manual position, the light would turn blue, and that would allow me to use that knob on the right to manually adjust the speed of the fan. I think auto is the real plus of this unit. You put it on auto and it adjusts the speed of the fan automatically according to the temperature that the thermostat's reading. And again, I put the thermostat in between the cooling fans on the back of the refrigerator. And that's it. The install is done. It was easy, as I would describe. Any basic DIYer can do this. The kit came basically plug and play. The only wiring you need to do is to your 12-volt source. Now, Titan claims the fan is so quiet based on how they designed the fan blades, and it is quiet. But the true benefit to this is the controller it comes with. It has manual and auto. I keep it on auto, which adjusts the speed of the fan automatically. I think that's the way to go. I'm going to do a more in-depth article on my website, rvhabit.com. It'll show you just how I installed it and did the wiring, and it'll also leave some links to where you can do some further research or purchases if you want. But as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Okay. Anywhere. But I don't like that. Effortly. What the hell does that mean? 2 point. Let's try that again.